I've got all this nervous energy going on inside of me.
Can creating videos showing our raw, vulnerable emotions make us into better people? I think so. I want to show you, through my journey of exploring my emotions, that it's okay to not be okay. And I want to tell you about what I'm learning about myself as I document these emotions and as I take you on this journey with me of actually being in contact with a legend of the filmmaking world and YouTube, David Hoffman. And I want to encourage you that if you're a creator, it feels really good. It's empowering to be vulnerable. There's so much strength in it.
So, yesterday I had a conversation with David Hoffman via Zoom, and it was amazing. And this video is about the nervous energy beforehand, sharing some amazing news with Morton in the middle, and just really digging into stuff in my heart and soul towards the end. So, thanks for watching this and listening to these struggles, this weirdness going on inside of me. Because David Hoffman's going to be Zoom calling me in like half an hour, and I'm trying to get my hair to just this like whoop. Oh, that's not bad. Okay. I'm so glad that I could share this moment with you. Hugs! I'm freaking out! Okay, I'm gonna use some of this nervous energy to clean the office. It has been a really crazy but wonderful week. Like, Eric Wen's birthday happened, and I had been planning this thing for a few weeks of getting people to send me clips of saying happy birthday to him and talking about like what he means to them. And I even got Cody Winner to do it. Like, I sent a Facebook message and he responded to me. Like, that's so weird. He's famous in his circle. It's YouTube. Like, there's people in the stationery world that are famous. And outside of the stationery world and creative arts world, people are like, who? So you know, famous people are still just people. And you can look at how many subscribers someone has and then like elevate them and think like, oh, they're such a big deal. I'm pretty sure that when I first started out, if I were to have seen someone that had the 550-ish subscribers I have, I would have thought like, whoa, are you a big deal? Obviously I'm not a deal. I'm currently tidying up. I've got all these cool little pieces of paper that I've cut up, and I'm gonna glue into books and stuff. Another really cool thing that happened was my friend Emma. She's my friend in Slovenia. Sorry, Emma. I made her a junk journal and she got it and she loved it. And yesterday she uploaded a video of herself flipping through it, and she must have said, I love it! I'm so inspired, like 100 times. But I didn't get sick of it because I never had anybody love my art as much as she does. You like my chandelier? It was like $10. It was like 100 crowns is like $10. It's so pretty. And here we are, shortly after the conversation. I was talking to Morton and I realized I want to actually kind of vlog this with him. I want to capture this reaction from both of us. And I'm glad I did. It was so cool. His idea for how we could do this is we kind of interviewed each other, and he's going to let me edit a version of it and put it on my channel.
Oh.
And it was such good questions. It was so deep and meaningful and thought-provoking. And we just went back and forth asking each other about stuff. And
that is so cool.
Yeah. And he hates my microphone. He actually preferred the computer sound.
Really?
I don't get it. I don't get it. But what are they gonna do? Say no? I refuse. I don't listen to you, David Hoffman. I'm gonna use my microphone.
Okay, I will record without the microphone now, so you can tell me what you think if the sound is better than on here. This upcoming portion of the video is like complete opposite of how I am in the beginning. I'm super slow, super tired, processing things, thinking things through, and just the cracks inside of me are kind of showing that it's so much easier for me to act like everything's fine when I'm getting ready to talk to someone, when I'm going to have some interaction. But then after being alone for a while and all the doubts are creeping in and all the the blah, I'm going to share a little bit of poetry that I wrote after this. So that'll be after the processing. 4-ish minutes of processing before I share some poetry to maybe kind of tie it together. I don't know. My brain is not really bullet pointable.
I'm either just confronting my problems and my innermost thoughts and sharing them with you, or I'm just hiding from them. And this big question that keeps coming back is, what is the point? What am I doing right on this channel? I don't know which words mean more, the words that are thought out and written out with B-roll and fanciness that I try to scrape together, or sometimes it's just really hard to get your brain to settle down, isn't it? Because, dude, and there's always the fear to hope, the fear to dream, that something really good could happen. Really, really sucks to have to get your hopes up. All I know is that it's 11:30. Usually this is the time when I would definitely be putting everything away. But I had so many thoughts going through my head after my conversation with David Hoffman that were good thoughts, but they were still just so complex and big that I just kind of turned my brain off for a while, scrolling on Facebook, wasting the thoughts, wasting my brain. Like, what the heck? Why am I scared to think good things? Why am I scared? Is scared the right word? Why do I have such a hard time believing that somebody can see something good in my channel? What is time? But it feels like last month or so, I was just in a dark place. And I'm coming out on the other side of it. But I had never admitted to myself before how much I was doubting. I felt like such a phony because of it. But I mean, being honest about these kind of things is kind of the opposite of phony. This channel started not from the beginning, but when I started to move past vlogs and into trying to make searchable content. It was about encouraging Christians to love better. And then I felt like such a phony about that, because who am I to teach people about loving better? But it's really easy to ask that question. Who am I? I think everybody must ask that when it comes to being faced with their creation, what they're putting their heart and soul into. It's like my junk journals with that Emma just loves so much. Like, I literally just glued junk down. I didn't think, I just put it down in ways that the colors made me happy. How do you see something good in that? How do you see something good in me? I don't know why I'm feeling emotional right now.
Something I wrote today. This sadness doesn't disqualify me from hope. Grace isn't a shape I have to fit myself into. Restless is a good word, a state of me. And this is a page of, I like these pictures that screw that beauty stealing darkness, color absorbing into gray, heavy garments stealing the breeze from a hot summer day. Grief isn't a meal I need to choke down prematurely. It's not time. Disappointment can't steal my faith. God's got this appointment with the liars behind pulpits, and I still need to hope for renewal more than destruction. I'm doing that thing where I resemble Jonah, quivering with expectation for the inevitable doom, wanting punishment swift and sure. Did Nineveh get saved because they knew all along they were wrong, and they cried out for forgiveness and changed? Will the blind Pharisees puffed up with pride and wealth and victimhood be able to hear a warning? I need compassion eyes before I build a hut to watch the end, before my comfort towards the view becomes all I care about, before I'm no better than the ones I despise. Screw that darkness that lies in wait within my mind, that led me so far from where I was supposed to be, that piteously attempts to know so much. Screw that hope stealing, laughter withholding, patience eating, silencing lack of light. Amen? Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for caring to listen and for being a friend. You know that you watching this, being a friend in real life, or saying hi, I was here in the comments, you know that you mean so much to me. Hugs. Wow, it's really hard to do that with this big old thing on. Hugs.